Today we are going to see the fifth unit of this subject. The name is Cellular Manufacturing and a Flexible Manufacturing System. The content of this unit is group technology, part families, part classification and coding, simple problems in OPIT's part coding system, production flow analysis, cellular manufacturing, composite part concept, types of flexibility, flexible manufacturing system, flexible manufacturing system components, FMS application and benefits, FMS planning and control, quantitative analysis in FMS. Here the first group technology. The group technology is a manufacturing technique in which parts having similarities in geometry, manufacturing process and functions are manufactured in one location using a small number of machines or process. The group technology is simply it's the grouping. It's grouping the components and machines. This grouping philosophy result in increased manufacturing efficiency. The increased efficiency is due to reduced setup times, lower in-process inventories, better scheduling, streamlined material flow, improved quality, improved tool control, and the use of standardized process plans. Group technology benefits can be realized in manufacturing organizations in the following areas: product design, tooling and setups, material handling, production and inventory control, process planning, management and employees. In first, the product design. Importance of group technology for product design comes in cost and time savings. Design engineer can quickly and easily search the database for parts that either presently exist or can be used with slight modification rather than using a new part numbers. Similar cost saving can be realized in the elimination of two or more identical parts with the different part numbers. Advantage is the standardization of designs. Tooling and setups. In the area of tooling, group jigs and fixers are designed to accommodate every member of a part family. Also, work holding devices are designed to use special adapters in such a way that this general fixer can accept each part of family member. Since setup times are very short between different parts in a family, a group layout can also result in dramatic reduction in setup times. Material handling. Group technology facilitates a group layout of the shop. Since machines are arranged as cells in a group layout, the material handling cost can be reduced by reducing travel and facilitating increased automations. Product and inventory control. Group technology simplifies production and planning control. Complexity of the problem has been reduced from a large portion of the shop to smaller group of machines. Production scheduling is simplified to a small number of parts through the machines in that cell. In addition, reduced setup times and effective materials handling result in shorter manufacturing lead times and smaller work in process inventories. Process planning. Concept of group technology parts classification and coding lead to an automated process planning system. Grouping parts allow an examination of the various planning route sheets for all members of a particular family. Once this has been accomplished, the same basic plans can be applied to other members. They are optimizing the shop flow for the group. Limitation of group technology. Implementing group technology is the expensive one. Large cost may be incurred in rearranging the plant into machine cells or group. Installing a coding and classification system is very time consuming. Part family is a collection of parts which are similar either because of geometric shape and size or because similar processing steps are required in the manufacture. Pods which are similar in the design characteristics are grouped in a family referred to as a design pod family. Pods which are similar in their manufacturing characteristics are grouped in a family referred to as a manufacturing pod family. Characteristics used in classifying pods are referred to as attributes. Two pods are placed in the same family based on design characteristics. They have exactly the same shape and size. They differ in terms of manufacturing requirements such as tolerance, production quantities, and materials. Methods for family formation. Pod family formation. The three general methods for grouping pods into families are visual inspection, pod classification and coding system, production flow analysis. Visual inspection method is the simplest and the least expensive method. It involves looking at pods, photos of pods or drawing of pods and arranging them into a similar group. Here, just visual inspection, we separate the prismatic pods and rotary pods. Pods classification and coding. Coding is a systematic process of establishing an alphanumeric value for pods based on selected pod features. Classification is the group of pods based on code values. It is the most sophisticated, most difficult, most time consuming and widely used for three methods. Here the various designs and manufacturing attributes of a pod are identified, listed and assigned a code number. Though several classification and coding systems have been developed, no system has been universally adopted. One of the reasons for this is that the information that is to be represented in the classification and coding system will vary from one company to another company. Design and manufacturing attributes. Any pods classification system fall into one of the following three categories. System based on pod design attributes, system based on pod manufacturing attributes, system based on both design and manufacturing attributes. Production flow analysis. Steps involved in production flow analysis. The following four steps are followed to carry out production flow analysis. First one, the data collection, sorting of process routines, preparation of production flow analysis sort, cluster analysis. First one, data collection. The step in the production flow analysis procedure is to collect the necessary data. Root sheets of all the components to be manufactured in the shops are prepared. Root sheets should contain the part number and the operation sequence. Other data that can be collected obtained from the root sheet operation sheet includes the lot size, time standards, and annual demand. Sorting of process routes. The second step in the production flow analysis is to arrange the pods into groups according to the similarity of the process routings. A typical code format is required for organizing the data such as the pod number, sequence of code and lot size. A sortation procedure is used to arrange the pods into packs. Pack is nothing but a group of pods with identical process routings. Some pack may even contain only one pod number. A pack identification or letter is provided for each pack. Production flow analysis chart. A PFA chart is a graphical representation of the process used for each pack. It is a stabilization of the process of or machine code number for all the pod packs, also known as pod machine incidence matrix or component machine incident matrix. Cluster analysis. From the production flow analysis chart, related groupings are identified and rearranged into a new pattern that brings together packs with similar machine sequences. Cellular manufacturing. It is an application of group technology in which similar machines have been aggregated into cells, each of which is dedicated to the production of part family. Primary advantage of cellular manufacturing implementation is that a large manufacturing system can be decomposed into small subsystem of machines called cells. Cells are dedicated to process part families based on similarities in manufacturing requirements. Parts having similar manufacturing requirements can be processed entirely in that cell. Arranging machines in a group technology cell. There are three basic ways to arrange machines in a GT cell or line layout, functional layout, group layout. Line layout, here the machines are arranged in the sequence as required by the product. If the volume of product of one or more products is large, the facilities can be arranged to achieve efficient flow of material and low cost per unit. Suitable for continuous mass production of goods, as it makes it possible for the raw material to be fed into the plant and take out finished product on the other end. Functional layout, characterized by keeping similar machines operations at one location. In process layout, machines are arranged according to their function. This process layout suitable for job order and non-repetitive type functions. Group layout, it is a combination of the product layout and process layout. This layout combines the advantage of both layout. Here the machines are arranged into cells. Each cell is capable of performing manufacturing operations on one or more families of parts. If there are m machines and n components in a group layout, the m machines and n components will be divided into distinct number of machines component cells, such that all the components assigned to a cell are almost processed within that cell itself. Objective is to minimize the inner cell movements. Suitability for batch type production, where the products are made in the small batches and in large variety. If there are m machines and n component in a group layout, the m machines and n component will be divided into distinct number of machine component cells, such that all the components assigned to a cell are almost processed within that cell itself. Objective is to minimize the inter-cell movements. Suitable for batch type productions, where the products are made in small batches and in large variety. Flexible manufacturing system.